Passwords. Who doesn't need them? Everybody need them. Everybody have them. But now in this world, the number of hackers have grown. So now you don't need an ordinary password. You need a strong password. But how to create a strong password? And if you're working on something big, you might need more than one strong password, which must be unique. So today, I'm going to show you how to make a password generator software which will create a random and unique password every time you want. And in addition to it, it will also save your passwords for you in case you don't remember. So now, let's start without wasting any further time. Firstly, we are making this program on C++ language. Before we further move, I'm assuming that you must have some know-how about programming. For creating this program, you must need to install a compiler. I suggest you to install Visual Studio Code. I already have it, so let's open it. Okay, so I've already opened and I already typed the code here. So see, it's a line of code of 97. 97 line of code. It's the easiest and it's the simplest code, and I believe that a learner or a beginner who is just learning the C++ language can easily make this code without any difficulty. So yeah, let's start it. First, in this code, we have include four libraries. The number one library is our hashtag include IOStream library. This is our basic library. We have to include it every time you build a C++ code. Second, the CS standard library. This library is for the random functions and other functions we are using in this program. Third is the CTime library that just includes your device time. Fourth is the fstream library. This library enables you to filing the input-output the filing functions. Using namespace std, it's a basic line. Every time you write a C++ code, you should write this line. So, from here, our code starts. The number one, the first variable we have built in our code is a static constant char variable. I have named this variable elfnum. It has four elements. It is a string. The number one element, the first element, it has numbers from 0 to 9. This was our first element of our string. The second element of our string is all the special letters. You can also include others, but I have just included these. Third element is our A to Z alphabets in capital form. Fourth is A to Z in small and a terminator. Then we have our second variable, which is an integer type, and its name is string length, which will calculate the string length of this string. I have used a size of operator, which is a built-in function of the C++, and this function is included in this CS standard library. It will just calculate the length and minus 1 from it and store in this string length. Then I have a function char generate random number. What will this random number function will do? It will return only one sub element from this string. For suppose if I call it one time, it will call, I don't know what will it call, because in this function we are using a random function which is also a built-in function, and it also includes in CS standard library. This random function will pick up a sub element from this entire string. I don't know what the sub element would be. It would be rather 3, it would be rather n, it would be rather d, it would be rather f, g. I don't know. We don't know anything about it. So it just picks randomly. But what will it do? It will just pick up one single sub element. Okay. Then we have our second function, which is a void return type, and its name is file write function. It has two arguments, both are strings. We will discuss this function when it will come in our main body. Third is also our void return type function, and it is a filing name. It has only one argument and it is string. We will also discuss this function when this function will come in our main body. So here comes our integer main, our main body. First, we have made a variable of char choice. This variable is very important if you're making a end user program or making a program of your own necessity. But this is a important variable. Then we have made a do while body. Most of the important work is done in our this do while body, so remember to make this do while body if you wanted to make this program run like this. Then we have made a four variables of integer type z and c equals to 0, s equals to 0. Why we have initialized c and s and not z and n? Because we are going to be incrementing c and s further on, so that's why it's better to initialize them here. Or sometimes you get errors from your compiler. Then we will use the s1 function. In this function, we will using a time function. These both are built-in functions. Time function is included in ctime library and srun function is included in cs library. Srun function is necessary before calling the random function. So this function will just not do in the program. It will only just do the laptop time or your device time to set to 0. So now we are going to use the CR. The CR is used for printing the message on your console. You will print a message that enter the length of your password. It's necessary to ask your user or ask yourself to what length of your password is required. Then we will cin. Cin is used for importing from the user. We will the value the user will enter for the length of this password will be stored in the variable n which we initialize here. Then it will print the length of the password. Then it will print your password is. Hold on guys. It will just only not print the password. It's just a statement. The password will be printed ahead. And what is this? It's a big true point for the go-to statement. We will discuss when it will come. Then we have made a variable named char c and a variable named string d. You will see what will these variables do. Then we have a for loop. This for loop will run until and unless the z and n are equals. Here have a statement z equals to 0, z less than n, and z plus plus. It will run if the user enters 2 and 2, then this for loop will run 2 times. If the user enters 8, then this for loop will run 8 times. Then there is the c equals to generate random. The c is calling the generate random function. This random function will just throw one sub element. For example, if it throws in the first time, if it throws letter O, then the letter O will be stored in char C. Then it will increment in it the string B. So the string will be O. Then if it runs second time, or the generate random function throws maybe the number 6, then the c will save the number 6 in the d string. So now the d string, what will be the d string will be 0 6. It will be 06. Simple. Then I have a data validation statement, if statement. In this if statement, I have called a is digit function, which is a basic built-in function. This function will do nothing, but it will check whether the C is an integer type or not. If it is, it will increment C++. Then I have also if statement. This is if statement will check if the C has any of these special symbols. If had, then S++. Why they are C++ and S++? Look this. If n greater than 2 and c equals to 0 and or cs equals to 0. Look, we are making a very strong password and we want our password to include special symbols, numbers, capital letters and small letters. If it doesn't include the numbers and special symbols, it is not a strong password. That's why there is a data validation. If it has not no numbers, no special symbols, then it will go to n. Where is the n? Here is the n. If it is not, the whole code repeat from here to here. If it is all right, then it will just print your message. See out. Your message is printed. Your half of work is already done. Now, I have created another variable char.ch. We will print a message. Do you want to save it? Yes or no? If the user presses yes, the input will be taken in the ch. If the user presses yes, I wanted to save it, then there is a function filing d function. In this function, we have thrown our password. Now let's move to our first function, which we left above. So here is our function void filing. In this function, we have our argument as a string password. This is our password function. This is our password variable. We have made an integer choice variable and a string site. We will print a message to the user. Therefore, which site do the user want to save for? For example, does he want to save for email, Insta, Snapchat, Facebook, desktop, or others? It all depends upon your user. Then we will see in his choice, we will use this variable. Then we are using a switch case body. In this switch case, we are using cases. These cases are listed as case 1, case 2, and case 3. All of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If the user just, for example, if the user presses case 1, he chooses email, then the case 1 file write function will be called, in which your password will be thrown and your email, your site will be thrown. All the work is same from case 1 to case 5, but just case 6 is just different. In case 6, you have uh, see out the message that others. What others, you have to specify the user, because sometimes you forgot your passwords. I also forgot my passwords. It's common between the humans. So you will see out a message which other site you wanted to save for. The user will enter the site and you will just save it and throw it in the file write function. And a default, in which I usually print error. If you just don't mention default, it will be also okay. Now our file write function. In this file write function, we have two arguments, our password and our site. Now the f stream file, in the f stream, now we will open a file named pass.txt. You can open any kind of file, any kind of extension, any name you want. I have named pass.txt. You can also name password.txt or z.txt, anything. I have named here .txt. You can also use .ben or .dat. The modes which I have used is out mode and appending mode. Out mode allows you to write in the file, and appending mode allows you to write in the end of the file. In the file, it will just simply write your site, the semicolon for the just the neatness, and your password. Then the file is closed. Your password is written in the file. Now you come here and it will again print a message. See out, do you want another password? Yes or no? And we will see in the choice of the user. This was the choice variable which we left above. I can show you guys here. This is the variable. This variable is very important because we are asking user, does he want one password, two passwords, or three passwords. If the user presses Y, this whole code will repeat. This whole code will repeat until and unless the users don't presses Y. So this was our function, this was our code, this was our everything. Now it's time. Now it's time for us to run this program. For running this program, first we need to save it. As you can see, guys, there is a white dot here. This white dot also here. This white dot means that your program is not saved. If you don't save it and run, the program won't run properly. For saving it, you must press Ctrl plus S. Now it's saved and you have to run it. For running it, there is a play button here, but you can also use a shortcut as Ctrl plus Alt plus N. See in the output tab, it will say running, enter the length of your project, but you can not enter anything here because you are going to do this in the terminal option. Watch carefully what I will write. I will write dot, I will write backslash, and I will write the name of my file which I have saved here. Not the file text file, my program file, my software name. I have named it password. So password. And I am going to press enter. Now enter the length of your password. If you are going to enter something 654, no, I'm going to show no, because you are making this a very strong password creator. You must enter something greater than 8 or greater than 12, because greater than 8 passwords are very difficult for the hackers to hack. It takes them hundreds of years sometimes, and the 12-character password, and with this combination password, it will take the hackers thousands of years to break this password. So this is not easy. So mostly I use 12. Now I'm going to press enter. See guys, it has show me the password. FP. The password is f small p pound small d 3 at the rate close bracket z percent sign q steric and d. See guys, everything everything is present here. You can't determine what will be in the password, but just so it will ask you, do you want to save it? Yes, I wanted to save it. So then it will ask, for which site do you want to save it for? Email, Insta, Snapchat, Facebook, text, or others. Looks like I'm going to save it from my Facebook. So I'm going to press 4 and enter. So in the background, it has made the test file pass.txt and it has saved my password there. It will ask me, do you want to make another password? Looks like yes, I'm going to need another password, so I'm going to press Y and enter. As I said to you, enter the length of your password, again 12 and again enter. Look, these are not same password, these are different password and unique and random password, including of small letters, capital letters, numbers and special symbols. So do you want to save it? Yes, I wanted to save it. For what do you want to save it? Looks like I'm going to save it for others, so I'm going to press 6 and I'm going to press enter. Which other site do you want to save for? Looks like I'm going to save it for my Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi also needs very strong password, so others cannot hack your Wi-Fi passwords. I'm going to press enter, and that's it. Do not enter the password. This program will run until and unless the users do not press this Y. So I'm going to press N. No, I'm going no, do not need another password, and pressing enter. So here your program ends. So now, where is your text file? Where are your passwords if you don't remember them? You can see here, this .txt file was not present here before we start working here. When we start running this code, the pass.txt file was created. When we open this, we have our site Facebook and its password, our site Wi-Fi and its password. If you don't want to see your password here, you're going to do what? You are going to just go to your folder or this PC, where in a which disk you have saved your file. Just click this. I have saved in local disk D. I have named it project 3.0, and here there will be a file named pass.txt, the file you named, anything you named. I'm going to open it and look here. Your Facebook site and its password, your Wi-Fi site and its password. Isn't it cool? So thank you guys for watching this. You guys can modify this this software, and you can just customize it according to your needs. It's a very easy password. I hope you guys must try it. If you guys face any problems, you can explore on your things, and yeah, coding is fun. Thank you guys.